9 times out of 10, the reason you're not pulling the trigger on something in your life is because you're afraid. That's right. Scared as fuck. Scared to death. What if I lose my money? What if it doesn't work out? What if I have to struggle and get out of my comfort zone? What if my life becomes uncomfortable? That's the real reason you're not doing it. Because you're afraid that you're not going to put the work in. You're afraid of being responsible for it. You're afraid of stepping up to the plate and handling your business because you know you haven't in the past. Because you know your track record. See, I know my track record. I'm a hard-working son of a bitch. You will not outwork me. I am not afraid to pull the trigger on something because I know once I'm in, I'm all in, 100%. 100%. And it comes from being a business owner. It comes from being an entrepreneur. Time and time again, from state to state to state, I can make 6 figures a year anywhere I want, any way I want. I can think of 20 different ways to make money today, right now. 20 different ways to make money. Even if I had to go get a regular job. Even if I had to go get a regular job to build a little capital to do some flip work. I could go do that right now. I could pull the trigger right now because my track record gives me the confidence because I've put in the time and the work. I've seen the results. And I know who I am and what I'm capable of. And when I'm all in, I'm 100% all in. My track record speaks for itself. That's why people want to work with me. That's why people want me to work for them. And that's why I will continue to. Every day, whatever I do, I'm giving 100%. And as a result, people will trust me with work. As a result, I can go out and get my own work. I can work for other people. I can hustle. You have to pull the trigger in your life. You have to pull the trigger in your life, put the work in, and build the confidence in yourself. If you fail, you fail. But you learn what that fear feels like. You learn what it means to go to battle. If you start something and fail, you learn exactly how to overcome it. If you fight the same person 20 times, eventually you're going to win, unless they're just that much more powerful than you. If you don't learn how to beat something, you have to fight something to learn how to beat it. Everything in your life that you've overcome until now, no matter how small or how big, I guarantee you went through it multiple times until you figured out how to beat it. You had multiple ruined relationships before you finally got to this one. You lost multiple jobs working for other people until you figured out how to keep one. Every virtue you've learned in your life, you've battled multiple times and failed until you overcame it. What is the difference between being an entrepreneur and that? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Any success in your life, no matter how big or how small, is going to require some form of failure or another, because you will never get it 100% right. Ever. Never. But the most important thing that you will ever learn is how to pull the trigger. How to pull the trigger. If you are too scared to pull the trigger, you will work in that factory for the rest of your life for a little bit of money. Why not take a chance on making a lot of money with a little time instead of a little money for a lot of time to make somebody else's dreams come true? I'm not saying that you should work a regular job. I will work for somebody else just to kill time, or just to have a new experience, to gain a new trade, to learn something new. I will go work for somebody else. I am not afraid to build somebody else's dream. I will help my people build their dream any day of the week. If my friends start a business, I'm in there. If you don't help your friends in their business, you are a selfish piece of shit. You are a selfish piece of shit. If you do not help your friends, or if they create a YouTube channel and you're not liking and sharing and subscribing to their stuff, if you're not you're telling everybody how smart they are and how good they are and how awesome they are, you are a piece of shit. You're a piece of shit. Support your friends, and they'll support you. Show your friends all the love and support in the world. Support their business. Help them grow their business. Never hate on one of your friends who pulled the trigger and you didn't. Never hate on your friends that pulled the trigger. Learn from those friends who pulled the trigger. If they have the ability, if you have a friend and they are pulling triggers in their life, instead of hating on them, step up and ask them how they did it, because they obviously are better than you. Yes, welcome to the world where people are better than you. And I can tell you that the hardest thing you can do is pull the trigger on important things in your life. And if you have a friend pulling triggers in their life and you're not, you better learn how they're doing it. You better ask them how they did it. And support them. Support them while they're pulling them triggers. Because I guarantee if they're a trigger puller in their life, they're going to get where they're going and leave you behind. And while you're sitting there behind, don't even wonder why. Don't even wonder why they don't take your calls no more. Don't even wonder why they don't want to be your friend no more. Because they don't want to be a loser. They don't want to sit there and live in fear. They already tried to help you. They already tried to lift you up. And what you did was hate on them. And now they got where they're going because they're pulling triggers. They're pulling triggers while you were sitting back laughing. Probably taking shots at them. See, I've built businesses. I know what all that looks like. And I hope that's not you. Don't ever be that guy. Learn to pull triggers in your life, and I promise you, you will be successful at anything you do. You will be successful at anything you do. And anybody trying to build their life up, trying to start something new, show them all the love in the world. Especially these men out here. Because these men have been through hell already. Probably done lost their kids. They probably lost a wife. They've been shit on, drug around, disrespected. But the men that are still out here fighting, the men that are still out here trying to pull the trigger in their life, or pulling the trigger in their life, or working to pull the trigger in their life, anybody out here that's still shitting and getting it, regardless of everything that's happened in their life, they deserve the utmost support and respect. They deserve the utmost love. If you're out here doing everything you can to win, I want you to know that I fully support you. I fully support you. You can write me anytime. Write me anytime and tell me about your new business that you started. Not the one you're gonna start. Don't write me to tell me all the shit you're gonna do. Tell me all the stuff that you've done while you're doing it. And you got my full support. Period. I love you guys. Let's get it today.